Hi guys, Ashuri here. In today's video we will go through Ultra Space Time Rush Champions event and discuss about everything you need to know about it. Let's start! We'll start with my favorite part, the reward. This is a long event, but we can win 600 chrono crystals and a lot of other items and resources. We will get a fair number of rising souls, but we need them all because we also need a lot of fighters. Okay, let's check this event. So, in total there are 30 battles. And it starts from a battle 1 where the fighters are at level 3000, and then it goes up to battle 11 when they are starting to be 5000, and afterwards all the fighters will be at level 5000, but the fights will be harder because their stats will be increased. That's why when you are starting this event you have to play with strategy. You have to save your fighters, use maybe weaker fighters at the beginning and save your best for the last. As a strategy, it's good to remember that each battle has boosted characters, and these boosted characters are the key of success for this event. That's why I recommend before you starting a fight to check which character or which tag is boosted and play with that character. I'm about to see you very soon with battle 1, and then we go on and on until last battle, battle 30. Okay, let's start with battle number 1, and I want to remind you guys that I will not let all the battles. There are 30 battles. Oh my god, that will be a long video. So I will show you just small highlights, and I will give you different tips and tricks that will help you complete this event. But now for battle number 1, immediately you can see the boosted units. The boosted units in this case are hero units, but you will see like this for all the battles up to battle 30. Now, like I said, the very important is resource management. In my case, this was the first mistake I did because I have just a few hero units that are maximum upgraded and boosted, and in this fight I used 2 of them that were upgraded to maximum. That is fine, but I could play with some extreme, maybe some old extremes that are not that used or not that good, but still they will be good for this fight. These are only level 3000 opponents, and yeah. But I chose hero units, I chose Mr. Satan, and that fight it's easy. Afterwards I was thinking, okay, I need to save somehow the resources. I don't have so many fighters that are upgraded. That's why for the second fight I take a look and I saw immediately that androids are boosted. So I said, okay, because they are not at maximum level, I can play with just 2 androids, and I chose 2 weak androids from my list. I chose 2 extremes, and it turned out that to be a good decision because even if you don't need androids that bad in this event, still you need a lot of hero units or extremes or god key or whatever. That's why it's very important, depending on your roster, how to manage your resources. In my case, I wanted to play safe, just play with 2 units, and yeah, they were enough. Just 2 androids were enough to finish battle 2, and yeah, it was a good decision because later on I needed androids again. This story happens until battle 11. At battle 11 everything changes because at battle 11 our opponent will have level 5000 and huge stats. They will start to increase their stats afterwards up to battle 30 when they have maximum stats. That's why it's very important after battle 11 to play only with boosted characters. This is the secret, this is the key, this is the important tip and trick that I can give you. After battle 11, just play with boosted units, and it's a matter of managing your resources and play safe. So it's like this. After battle 11 it's getting difficult, and on the official website you can see exactly for each battle which characters are boosted. Of course you can see that in the event, I mean you just click on the details and you can see which tag is boosted, or you can look at that small yellow dot above their head. Nevertheless, it's critical to play with boosted units, because if you don't play with boosted units, then yeah, this event will turn out to be really hard. And I'm about to show you very soon what I'm talking about. But until then, let's make a short summary about the used tags and how many times we need them. So hero units we need for 6 battles, extreme for 6 also, lineage level 2, science 2, regeneration 2, and you know there are characters that have multiple tags, so you have to be careful when you play one battle. Maybe you will need that character also for a future battle. That's why, yeah, manage your resources. Okay, now this is a battle with heroes were the boosted ones. And you can see now the difference. This is battle 11, and the damage done by Nail here, but Hero Nail, is pretty good. But now when changing to another unit that it's not boosted, like in this case here, damage done, it's unreally low. I mean, it's so low. This is a special attack, and yeah, barely scratched that Cell Jr. And I said to myself, okay, it's really that a big difference? Yes, it's actually a big difference, because even if this extreme new Vegeta, it has a pretty good blast attack damage, and also he was maximum boosted into level 5000, barely scratched Cell. This was the moment when I realized, okay, I need to take into consideration to play only with boosted units. And yeah, in this case I was lucky. Battle 11 was not that hard, and only with Hero Nail was enough to finish off the opponents. But was not like the same in Battle 16. In Battle 16 I said to myself, okay, I will try not to play with boosted units. That turned out to be a really bad idea. These guys managed to kill three teams I used with Super Vegeta and stuff like that. They were so strong. So I had to go to the training and upgrade at least 2 hero units. I upgraded Frost and Dodoria. These are the hero units. They were at level, I don't know, 300 or whatever. I didn't play with them at all. But I have to upgrade them and then maximum boost them. After I maximum boosted, you can see this is Extreme Dodoria. Extreme Dodoria barely scratched Tien. It's doing almost no damage, and it was exactly when I tried with other units, with Super Vegeta or Green Vegeta. But when you bring on a hero unit, then everything changes. This is Frost. Now this is a misuse of the green card. Nevertheless, you see the damage done. It's a big difference, and yeah, this is the secret. Just play with boosted units. Eventually it was enough. Just 2 hero units were enough to finish off this difficult battle, and these super warriors, these new Krillin, Tien and Yamcha are pretty strong. So don't forget guys, save your hero units, you'll definitely need them. But yeah, this was battle with super warriors, and like I said, it was pretty difficult. At the end you get the points and you go on to the next fight. Now the next fight I want to show you, it's again fun, and yeah, it was challenging because this is battle 20, and we have to play with Ginyu Force and Extreme. So if you guys have the Ginyu Force upgraded maximum, then this fight will be like a walk in the park. After playing and trying different experiments before, when I played this fight with the Ginyu Force, I immediately chose the filter and selected the Ginyu Force, then everything was fine. The battle was straight through, nothing special, nothing serious. Of course they are doing damage, of course you need to avoid incoming attacks. But still, it was enough. I mean, from one attempt was enough to finish off this fight. As you can see here, the damage done even by Guldo, who is the weakest member of the Ginyu Force, still it's unreal. I mean, that special attack took a lot of damage, and it was the same all over the fight. Doesn't matter if they chose or also color advantage was not that important, because at the end was yeah, was a pure victory, was nothing special, because I played with the right team. Of course, if you don't have these units, you maybe have other Ginyu Force members, you know, the ones with Extreme also. These are pretty good, so I recommend you guys playing this mission with those characters. Otherwise, trust me, this fight is not that, it will be really difficult. At the end of the match, everything was settled. Look at the health remaining of my warriors. They barely scratched me, and I managed to finish them all 3 off. That's impressive, and we are now in the last part of the event. Remember, this is a 30 battle event with plenty of fights, and a lot of warriors needs to be used. That's why I will repeat myself, and I'm sorry about that. Just keep an eye on your roster and manage your resources wisely. This is a good reward. That's why I left it there, because yeah, you get somehow you want to play more and more after you see the rewards coming. Now we are getting to the last 3 fights, and this is very fun because in battle 28 we have to play with GT tag. My original idea was to play with Super Saiyan Force, and I said, yeah, maybe it's difficult. Let's try first to experiment, and I use Omega Shenron, Sin Shenron and Extreme Sin Shenron. They're all boosted, and that's fine. And it sounds like a good plan, but trust me, last 3 battles are pretty hard. I mean, of course, if you play safe and you avoid incoming attacks, then it should be fine. But in my case, I will hit them with everything that I got. I managed to avoid a lot of incoming attacks, and remember, you have only one attempt, so you cannot repeat it. If you are playing and they catch you in a special attack, everything is done. Nevertheless, I played safely, I avoid as much as possible, but it was not enough. The Shadow Dragons were not enough to finish off Battle 27. I mean, I was not able to play with them to finish. Nevertheless, I took a lot of their health, and yeah, at the end, Goku made a really nice move. I want this Goku, I don't have this Goku yet. But yeah, he did a very good smart move and finished me off. Nevertheless, back to the drawing board, the GT filter is selected there, and I picked another 3 fighters. Not so strong because most of the damage were done by the Shadow Dragons, and eventually at the end everything was completed, was done, and yeah, Battle 27, it's pretty interesting. Then we go to Battle 28, and here we have as a battle bonus character tag Future. Here again I tried an experiment. I said how strong these guys can be. That's why I said let's build a team with Future units, but let's not play exactly with the right units and see how strong they are. So I started with Future Gohan, with Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, and with Transforming Gohan, you know, the green unit. I said, yeah, it's a pretty good unit, I should let Future Gohan die, and then afterwards these guys will have better stats. But it was not the case. Super Vegito took care of all my teams and finished me off in style. Imagine after playing 27 battles, yeah, this was pretty nice. But finally I got my revenge, and in the second attempt I chose something better. I chose the Mai, and then new Trunks, and yeah, the other unit I think was Trunks, you know, all transforming Trunks. This is a pretty good unit, and this is why when I'm saying manage your resources, this is what I'm talking about. Afterwards, if you are playing immediately with the strongest fighters, then maybe you will get hit by a special attack or something, then you can get in trouble. Because when you play with a fighter, then you cannot play with that fighter again. Managing your resources is the key. Okay, and finally, the final battle. This is a pretty interesting battle, and the boosted tag are Fusion Warriors. Now, these are my Fusion Warriors, and my first thought was to go all in. One team, one attempt. And that's why I chose in the beginning an all Vegito team, with base Vegito, with Super Vegito, and with Blue Vegito. But then I was thinking about the previous experiences, and I said, okay, let's play safe. That's why I chose Kefla, I chose Gotenks, and Super Vegito. It turned out to be a really good idea, because these opponents are pretty strong. Now, I'm covering with Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, and she's a full health. And I get hit by an ultimate attack from Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Just one ultimate attack was enough to finish Kefla with one shot, one hit. Unbelievable. So these guys are pretty strong. Every mistake that you do will count. Nevertheless, I didn't stop playing, I continued the fight, and I got some pretty good hits, but in the end they got me. So yeah, pretty strong. Next I chose another team with base Vegito, with Green Gogeta, and with Fuse Zamasu. This was a bit better, but in the end they managed to finish me off. I also finished 2 fighters, so I got 2 opponents. 1 remaining, and I still have a lot of warriors. This time I chose the Blue Vegito, Super Gogeta, and Extreme Gogeta. Pretty good team, 3 against 1, and even if Super Saiyan Rose played pretty well and managed to get again Super Gogeta with 1 shot, still in the end it was too much for him. I could manage to swap and avoid attacks, and finally I finish off in style with a cool legendary finish with Blue Vegito against Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. That was pretty nice, was a long event. The reward is pretty good, let's say. We got a cool title, we get 600 crystals and a lot of resources. But yeah, it's not a bad event. It's a long event, it's not a bad event. So if you guys want to play, then yeah, you should definitely think about the small tips and tricks I gave you along this video. Nevertheless, I enjoy playing it, and I really encourage you guys to play, because we can't play only PvP. I also enjoy these kinds of events, of difficult fights. Here you don't have to just fight, you have to think, you have to manage your resources and do everything in an order that you will get the Z rank, to finish Rush 1 with Z rank. Okay guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this small video I made, and I want to thank you for being here with me. I hope this video will be helpful. Until next time, this is Fury, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, bye!